them. This is an interesting slide. If you see the enterprise handheld platforms, and you see BlackBerry on the top, but it contradicts with the number of handsets which are in the market in which Symbian is on top. But again, the same thing. If you go to your IT person in your company and you ask for a mobile for any application, he will normally come and say, okay, I have a BlackBerry. They are very comfortable with BlackBerry. That's the reason basically, if you see low percentage of BlackBerry phones, but high number of enterprise applications or enterprise usage is there in BlackBerry. But the same is not true for Symbian, or same is not true for Windows CE or Linux. Android just entered the market, and iPhone also is like in US. No, it's there, yeah. Apple iPhone, third one. So in US, yeah, iPhone basically it's in US they use. So these figures are like 2008 figures, but I think only things which change right now is BlackBerry will be something around 55, iPhone will be something around 25, and then Android will be more than 2%. Android will be something around 4 to 5%. So that's the only change, but the overall picture remains the same today. Right now, BlackBerry is the leader in enterprise applications.
And what do you predict the end of the year to be?
It will be same. Only thing is the Android might come up slowly, and people predict that by 2013. So I'll come to this interesting fact from this figure. Symbian more solid platform, but again the enterprise usage is not there. In India, there is a developer sitting here. Normally I was also, when I was in Mobizy, I was working with all Indian companies. That time also, whenever I wanted to build an application, it was for Indian users, and that is all Symbian, Nokia, or J2ME applications. But if you see, as an enterprise application development environment, what Nokia gives, it's not. It's like number of phones are there, but it's not there for enterprise applications. But I contradict. You are able to make a good enterprise application on Nokia phone, but just because BlackBerry is there, it's sitting here on each and every IT manager, and it's little easy also on the IT management side that they feel BlackBerry is better. And then, so regarding your question, which out of all those things which I showed, which one will go up? I am betting on Android. It might go up as a part because the design of the platform is such that you will be able to make good enterprise applications. So what will happen is that maybe not in 1 year or 2 years, but in 3 years, yes, Android I see that it might go up something around between Windows Mobile and Apple iPhone, or something between Apple iPhone and Win CE. But again, a big but. Whether people will use, so the future will be like Nokia, or whether really people will use. So from platform side, you will get everything. You will get all the fancy APIs you want to build an enterprise application. But whether our IT managers will remove that block of BlackBerry and start using Android phones and as your IT normal corporate phones, that is something to be seen. So, but from platform, from developer perspective, I know that Android will be there. They will be having very good APIs, very good design for enabling enterprise applications.
Why did you put in the previous slide? Why did you put Windows CE there? Because they are one of the first in the enterprise market.
Yes, this is the usage basically. So it's not. So that's what I'm saying. It is this is a contradictory in the sense that Windows CE maybe is the best platform for enterprise. It's the best platform, but this is how your IT department officially support and manage. So this talks about.
We are talking about enterprise, applications where you might have applications like data, like say warehouse management or logistics, transportation, or whatever. The older applications are all on Windows CE.
Yes.
I mean, they were not at all using BlackBerry.
Yes.
So don't you think like they can come up with it? Like, do you think that the Windows CE platform could be?
It's there for so long, so it didn't happen last 10 years. So.
No, but still the courier guy uses the same device.
Yes,
I mean,
but
I don't think he uses BlackBerry.
Yeah, tomorrow he can go and buy a 3,000 rupees Android device and maybe he will use the same service.
Android is not 3,000 right now.
It will be. It will be, right?
That's what I predict.
Actually, the Windows platform is right now is under the plan because of Microsoft is rewriting of its whole platform, and the percentage wise it is reducing because BlackBerry share the motion is increasing significantly, and Android definitely, as the recent report which I have read, is going to be somewhere around 12% and falling to 3% from iPhone.
Yes. So I don't know what will happen, but yeah, I have put my money on Android a little bit more than Windows CE. But right now, yeah, I am very bullish on BlackBerry, a little bit less bullish on Nokia. But yes, BlackBerry and Android are the ones to look after.
And to add on, side tied up with iPhone, to get into enterprise over there. So that could be a tough competition.
Yes, you had a question?
Yeah, I have a reason to contradict. You say when you talk about enterprise, and you have covered segment like CRM and things like that. So when you actually do support such sort of solutions, you have shown BlackBerry as a leader, right? But BlackBerry as a leader, but enterprise covers a lot of things. Even if you provide email services, then that is also covered in part of enterprise. In that way, I agree that BlackBerry is leader. But when you come to lower end markets, right, you want to support your sales goals, you want to support your blue collar worker, things like that. In that regard, you see, I don't think as per my experience, BlackBerry is way behind. This normal high-end phones in US, things like that, they actually are ahead than BlackBerry.
You are right. So, but when enterprise, so when I talk about enterprise applications, it combines all four, which is the emailing solutions and as well as your CS. So I will come to that. I have a slide for that, which basically will interest you because that talk about what is not there. Right now, what is there? So BlackBerry is the leader because it has a very good email solution. That's the only reason. Yes. Otherwise, what I know is that apart from these, Google has come up with their own applications supporting all devices, not only BlackBerry. And then there is iPhone. So if you work on a Google Apps, not application, but even on a web browser on iPhone, Safari browser, it's also a very good application. But that slide gave a sense of what is the position right now overall. But yes, CRM applications, ERP applications, first of all, you don't find those applications. I couldn't find many applications. There are, but there is the scope. I'll come to that, especially for the audience here, like what is already there and where the scope is, where the potential is, during the end of my presentation.
What the statistics for US or worldwide?
Yeah.
This is for US, I think. US and...
I mean, it clearly shows that it's US only. It's definitely not worldwide.
It's US and maybe UK. That's all. In India, I think we have just started. I think by 2013 we'll having surveys in India also doing the same thing. I think then we'll see that Nokia going a little above because so that's where the gap is. I'll come to that where the gap in India is. So here I have some examples of how to mobilize your enterprise app. So it's like there are three kinds of ways to develop an app. One is like Sonar. If you know about the Sonar application, what it does is like a VNC app. From your mobile device, you are able to connect to your desktop, which is sitting in your office, and you are able to view everything. You are able to view emails, you are able to reply, you are able to view documents, review documents through your phone, through a VNC application. That's also an enterprise application. Then there are local applications. So today morning we talked about some thick client applications, like downloadable applications. So these are those kind of applications. The example is Google Apps Client. So if I am working in a small company and I have a backend as Google Apps, I can still use my existing Nokia phone and download this Google app and configure it according to my backend, and I start using that as an application, as an enterprise application for myself. And then there are web services. So I have given example Google Apps, but here the thing what we are saying, especially the ERP side, and those kind of applications are mostly web kind of applications where you only need a form kind of stuff. You are entering something, you are on a field, you are getting some feedback, you are getting some requirements. I am an Airtel engineer, I am sitting on the top of the tower, I want to record something from there, and it is like a normal form kind of applications which are usually developed in web services. Now there are some basically problems in all these different approaches. The first one for remote, if you see the problem is how to map a big desktop to a small. If you see a Sonar application, they have done it in a very nice way. Very, very nice way. So if you use that application, it will it doesn't look like a VNC application. It's pretty fast. The way they do it, they don't directly connect to your desktop. They put all your data somewhere on the server and they connect to that. So even your desktop is off, you are still able to see all the crucial data which is sitting somewhere on the server. So I would like you to have a look at this application. If you are basically won't travel too much that you want to just have a look at your document sitting on your PC which is off. Then the local applications, again here how much data can be cached, how can mobile handle this, enterprise data means lots of data. These kind of problems will be there developing these kind of apps. Then web services. This is a good approach, very scalable, but Nothing to cache. Again, browser incompatibility. It works on my Symbian phone browser, but doesn't work on my Sony Ericsson browser. These kind of stuff might come in. HTML5. Right now, it is not there, but if it comes in, it may solve some kind of problems like this. So now I'm coming to the case studies, which basically